Good morning, good afternoon. Have a guess who this is? Yeah. It's me, Spawn Trooper. Now we're gonna this story time basically. Yeah. And it's an interesting one, to say the least. Yeah, you wondering why I'm so quiet? Well, let me tell you why. Just want to give you enough time to get ready. Oh boy, oh boy. Where shall I start? Right, okay, well, first things first. Some absolute brainless clown put up a post. Oh, where's was it what they call it? Raj Nation? Very veterans are great nation. Thank you very much for the compliment, by the way. Really appreciate that. And they asked where we were. Well, I think Veteran Nation was doing his thing, and I think I was doing my thing. You know, we don't live 24 hours on YouTube or on that Facebook. You know, we got lives to lead. We don't sit on live streams for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Doing 4 hours here, doing 9 hours there, and doing all this stuff. But anyway, right. First things first. Right, the two fleas in the pad, or whatever you want to call those two idiots. They tried to make out, and I'm going to direct. Actually, I'm going to direct it directly at you both, Lisa and Tori. Right? Okay. I know everything about you, and I mean everything. Am I going to publish it? No. Do you know why? You're not worth it. You are nothing. You mean nothing. You are irrelevant. And to be honest with you, every time you take my name in your mouth, all you are giving me is clout. And even though I don't look for it, you're giving it to me. So I thought I would repay you in kind. So here you are in your live streams, trying to act out that you are handwriting specialists and that you are paralegals, or everything about law. And all you've done over the last, since I've actually came across you, since I was since you were pointed out to me, all I've noticed is that all you do is talk shit. Now, my question is, do you actually practice this before you come on live stream? Do you actually stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself just to, be able to convince yourself that what you say is facts? And at the end of the day, I know what you're doing, and it's not going to work. And the reason being is because, the only way you get clout and the only way you can get your name out there is when you've got people like Bruce sitting on your stream. And considering he's got his own YouTube channel, he doesn't use it. I wonder why. Have you ever thought about that? I mean, think about that. Just take a moment and just think about why is he not using his own channel. And by the way, you should ask him about his basketball team in Armenia. I know there's a lot of people who don't like me, and do you know what? Oh, well, I'll get over that. But you sit there and you sprout your mouth and you're talking like if you know everything. You don't know what you're talking about. Hell, I don't know half the legal shite that's going on, and I have to ask questions. But the fact that you guys fucking fell for the septic tank thing, I'm not gonna forget that for a while. But hey, anyway, I digress. Now, In this video, you're going to notice that each segment, there's going to be different segments, okay? And I'm actually quite tempted to put screenshots or, pictures that I found from my research. And the thing is, I am doing this as a freelance investigative journalist, okay? You have to think about that one. Sharon, Sharon Michelle or Sharon Donato Austin, the one who apparently is a fictional writer. I've noticed that she's not around anymore and not sitting on YouTube panels and talking about all this anymore. Where's she gone disappeared to? You thought about that one? What about all these people who were there from the get-go? Where's Mr. Collins? Yeah? And something else, Super Dave, aka Jabba the Hutt. I mean, come on, dude. You like to play with words, but I'll come back to you in a minute. But anyway, let's not digress on to something that's irrelevant. Let's talk about YouTube. Yeah. And here you are in your stream, okay, inciting hate. That's what you do. You've got a thing about Jeremy. Now, Lisa, this is directed at you. Okay, you've got a thing about Jeremy. Something must have happened while you were one of his mods. I mean, everyone knows that you were one of his mods. So what was it? You didn't get what you wanted? Was there a romantic interest? This is just speculation. I'm just asking because your behavior sounds like I mean, the way you're behaving and the way you're going against Jeremy, considering that you were his mod for a fairly long period of time, sounds to me that it's like a relationship. It's like if you got dumped. And you see, that's the funny part, right? Because like I don't hear you mentioning about you being a mod for him and the things you did for him and everything else. I don't hear about that. Why don't you discuss that? Why don't you talk about that? Okay, why don't you bring that up? Okay, because one thing I can assure you, Jeremy is paying attention to what's going on. And I assure you he's definitely watching you and he's watching everybody. Because last night, right, you drag Veteran Nation, Skipper, you drag him through the dirt and your little minions. And you call him names and you go, I mean, I'm not even going to repeat some of them. But the thing is, Veteran Nation has got clout. And he's got supporters. And he's also been recognized by Jeremy. The one that you were a mod for. The one that, for some unknown reason, you have got. Because you, okay, probably didn't get what you wanted, or, you know, something happened. Why don't you talk about that? If you've got such a issue with Mr. Hales, why don't you say something? Why are you beating around the bush? Why are you coming out? Why are you spouting all this crap in your live streams for hours? I mean, where the hell do you get the material from? I mean, if you were a comedian, Jesus, you'd be a millionaire within an hour. And then you've got Bruce. I mean, Yoga for Witches. That's a very interesting book, may I say. I did a little bit of research on it. It's very interesting. But here you are spouting off, and I want you to listen to this. This is you. Apparently, you know everything, but this is you.
Yeah, he used that as evidence, by the way. I was going over because they had to answer to the motion of summary, I believe it was. Bruce will yell at me if I get this wrong. But I've just been reading so much. That's what happens, guys. When I read so much of this stuff, I'm like, oh my god, wait a minute.
What is evidence?
As he used the fact that she dismissed the case, the temporary restraining order case that she had. He used that as some type of evidence. He also used evidence that was clearly a fake account that somebody made with Lynette's name on it. I'm saying Lynette because that's the name that was used. But it was clearly a fake account, and I knew it. And I
Right. So are you making allegations that Mr. Hales made a fake account with Lynette's name on it? Is that what you're saying? Because I could have sworn that's what you just said. I hope you can prove that. Because, like, if I was a lawyer, which I'm not, and I knew about the law, which I don't, well, not that much anyway, and I would hear this, I would go sort of down that little rabbit hole of saying that you've made a defamatory comment live on stream, recorded. And that's the funny part of this whole thing. That's the whole part. That's the whole thing. How can you say that someone makes fake accounts? I mean, like Kettle Black comes to mind. Let's carry on listening. Let's see what else you've got to say to this, because this is quite interesting, actually.
asked her about it, and she's like, "Yeah, that's not a real account." I was like, "Yeah, I didn't think so." So he used like posts on Facebook as evidence, and I'm like, "Is this guy an idiot? I can't even believe the lawyer filed it."
So every account that has what the Hales attached to it must be him, even the ones that are calling him a stupid idiot.
I guess.
So he's calling himself a stupid idiot if he believes that every account that has your name on it belongs to you.
Okay. Right, let's dissect this, all right? So, I mean, this just proves how stupid you two are. You've got right now from your stream last night, you had over 2,170 views, or no, you've had views. Okay, I would say that you had about 200, 300 people in your stream. Most of them, followers. Like in a cult, allegedly. Speculation, don't know. Okay, and they follow you, and I get it. People have the right to decide what they want to do, and But how many fake accounts do you have, Lisa? What about you, Tori? How many have you got? Because here's the thing. Some people make mistakes when they make a post. Okay? They make mistakes. And yeah, some people have. Like Stu Moran, for example. Yeah, Mr. Jeebus. I call him Mr. Jeebus. Right? I know for a fact that he's posted as anonymous. And not just him. Joy Joyner has as well. Yes, and Robin Hanson, and quite a few other people. But that's just speculation. And the reason I'm saying that is because you can tell how people post. Because all the bigwigs, all the troublemakers, all the big shots, all the people who talk as much shit as they can actually out of both orifices, okay, they suddenly disappeared out of that fake what the hell's group. No one is posting under their username. Everyone is anonymous. All these anonymous posts. Don't you find that interesting? And the fact that you both are sitting here accusing someone of making false accounts. Well, why don't you do this? Why don't you contact Facebook? Give them the list of the fake accounts and ask them to ban those accounts. Because the thing is, Facebook can tell you straight away who they are connected to. Even if you use multiple different emails. Come on, you should know this by now. Apparently, you're a specialist in handwriting, legal stuff. I mean, like you only just said that you went through all these paperwork and everything. So obviously, you're a paralegal, so you should know what you're talking about. But anyway, we digress. Let's listen a little bit more, shall we?
Yeah. Considering like there's been, I mean, that Spawn Trooper dude has like freaking 10 accounts. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
no,
he
I
gives,
saw one called "What the Hales" that called Jeremy Hales a dumbass
yeah.
and a
Uh,
freaking idiot. It's on Facebook. I felt
I've just paused the recording. I want you to listen to that again. Hopefully I can find it. I want you to listen to what Lisa says. This is probably the most idiotic comment I've probably ever heard from anyone, especially from her. Just listen again.
I get this wrong. But I've just been reading so much. That's what happens, guys. When I read so much of this stuff, I'm like, oh my god, wait a minute.
what is
Unless
evidence?
as he used the fact that she dismissed the case, the temporary restraining order case.
Yes, I'm repeating everything.
He used that as some type of
Just
evidence. He
listen.
also used evidence that was clearly a fake account that somebody made with Lynette's name on it. I'm saying Lynette because that's the name that was used. But it was clearly a fake account, and I knew it. And I asked her about it, and she's like, "Yeah, that's not a real account." I was like, "Yeah, I didn't think so." So he used like posts on Facebook as evidence, and I'm like, "Is this guy an idiot? I can't even believe the lawyer filed it."
So every account that says has "What the Hales" attached to it must be him, even the ones that are calling him a stupid idiot.
I guess.
So he's calling himself a stupid idiot if he believes that every account that has your name on it belongs to you.
Yeah. Considering like there's been, I mean, that Spawn Trooper dude has like freaking 10 accounts. You know what I mean?
That Spawn Trooper dude has 10 accounts. You know what I mean? No, actual fact, I don't. I don't know what you mean because I've only got one. So I don't know where you get that from. If I've got 10 accounts, prove it. Because I don't. It's just like someone trying to dox me and they ended up doxing someone else the other day. Actually, fact, 2 people, as a matter of fact. And it wasn't even me. You know, I'm starting to find a pattern with you two. You mention stuff and then suddenly things pop up. Now, is it speculation? Is it coincidence? Is it karma? I don't know. You know, I can't read minds. I've got hairy balls, not crystal. But the thing is, you just said that I've got 10 accounts. No, I don't. I have no need for 10 accounts. What the hell would I do with 10 accounts? If I wanted to post under an anonymous, or anonymously, see, I can't say the word. If I wanted to post anonymously, I would do that. I would post anonymously. But you see, here's the thing. All right, I don't want to make this a long one, but here's the thing. What you have to remember, Fräulein Fleabag, right? First of all, try to, stay off whatever you're taking just for a couple of days so you can actually start thinking straight. Whatever you're taking, stop taking it. Whatever you're drinking, stop drinking it. Especially the water, because I swear to God it's in the water over there. But you have to remember, everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. And you are involving yourself in a court case that is extremely public. And that's why you're doing what you're doing, because you want the money. You're getting, you've gone up in followers, you've got over 3,000 followers, yay. Okay, and then you've got like over 2,000 views, yay. Okay, and here's the thing. 3,000 means that you can now monetize. Yeah. You are now able to monetize your videos and everything. However, this comes with certain rules. I know that you guys over there have got your freedom of speech and you go on, everything is fair use, everything is fair use. Well, not really. Not really. And that's where, obviously, you listen to Bruce and you think that he's the god of oracle of all knowledge. He's not. Trust me, he's not. He has tried for months to get on any type of platform so he can put his rhetoric across about his mac and cheese. We all know that. And he did that with MLB, Jabba Hutt. Yeah, I'm going to call you Jabba Hutt, not Jabba the Hutt. I personally think you were actually a stand-in with Jabba the Hutt, Dave. Like on your live stream the other night, you said, "Oh yeah, you'll talk to me civilly," but you spent you spent around 10 minutes going on and on and on, and you're trying to make yourself sound funny by trying to mock me. I thought it was entertaining. I actually thought you were funny. But at the same time, I also felt sorry for you because you had to steep to that low. Now, you seem to be bouncing all over the shop. Right? You seem to like to get involved in drama. You've involved yourself in a lot of things. If people actually did a really good clean deep on you, and people out there who know, they know what a clean deep means, right? A clean deep means that people will go through every single video of yours and research that video, see what you said about this whole situation. Now, I'm starting to see, and also like Slug Entertainment coming into your stream. Now, Slug says that he made a video that says, "Oh, he's no longer Slug, right? He's a hypocrite. And I'll be very surprised if he actually sticks to that, which he hasn't, because I've seen him in your chat. You see, people, if you want to go around and you want to try to convince people, right? Maybe, and this is not against anybody. Anyone has the right to go and view people, go and sit in there, go and follow them, and everything else. I get that. But when you try to convince these people that everything you say is gospel and is correct, I'm not perfect. I can be wrong sometimes, and if I'm wrong, and you can prove I'm wrong, I'll go, okay, I was wrong. But so far, I've hit nails on the head because, Lisa, Tori, you're triggered. I've done it. I've got you exactly the way I've got Bruce. I got under your skin. You're triggered. I've got you. And now, Super Dave, or whatever you want to call yourself, Jabba, I've got you under your skin as well. Because you can't figure out why I've mentioned you. But what you should do is go back in history and look at all your recordings, the hypocritical comments you make, and then the comment about the VPN. Was that a threat? Question mark. Speculation. Or were you just trying to educate someone? Question. Speculation. You see, I'm not angry. I'm not frustrated or disappointed. I am disappointed, yeah, because I would have expected a little bit more professionalism considering the way you come across, Dave. Your streams seem to be very professionally made, so very well made. You want a civil conversation, so I'm going to be civil with you right now. And I'm addressing you as Dave. Okay, I can address you as, Milltown or whatever you want to address. But you sit there and you go on and on and on, and you spent 10 minutes mocking and trying to make me look like the bad guy. But the thing is, all I've done is dig into people's history that is on the internet. You should know that. You're a streamer, you're a creator, But the thing is that, like, at some point, something's rattled your cage, and now suddenly you want to get back involved. Now suddenly you want to jump back on that bandwagon because you want to get views. Because every single one of you has brought that up about getting followers and views and getting, like Lisa nearly had one when she got someone to give 10 memberships. Good. Well done. And congratulations on that person doing that. Well done on them. But the thing is, you guys need to remember, everything you say is up for criticism. it's also up for ridicule. And it's also up for judgment. Now, Dave, you say you want to talk to me civilly. I don't think that'll be possible. Because I don't trust you. I don't believe you. Just like the same thing with Bruce. Do you know what? If there was a panel that could be controlled, I would actually go against you, Bruce, and anyone else. Actual fact, you know what? I'd go against Lisa, Tori, you, and Bruce, all at the same time, alone. But that's going to be virtually impossible. Do you know why? Because I don't trust any of you. You're all full of crap. And then you want to sit on your stream and you say, oh, you'll have a civil conversation. How can you have a civil conversation with someone who's already decided the outcome? So in future, if you want to address me or you want to talk about me, right, and you want respect and you want to find a middle ground in regards of communication, and this is not you at you, Fleas. This is at Dave, because the thing is, I've watched you for a while, Dave. I've done my research on you a little bit, right? And you can actually be a very intelligent and very forthcoming individual. You can actually be extreme. Well, I would say down the middle, left, right, and on the fence. And I believe that you could, if you would actually step back and step out the box and see what you're doing. And watch your own videos, because I do, and actually listen to what you say and how you conduct and behave yourself, using that stupid voice changer. A child of 10 or 15 or 20, 12 or 13 would do that. Children do that. You're a grown adult, Dave. So here's a little bit of advice for you. If you want to be taken serious especially by people like me, who do research, who find the truth and find the facts, and you want to be taken serious, then stop acting like it. Stop being such a douche. Now, that's just my opinion. You don't have to take it. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to accept it. That's entirely up to you. But to have a civil conversation with anybody, especially in this type of environment that you're looking right now, in this type of environment where, people can say what they want to an extent, and conduct themselves the way people have. I know that you go into, the streams of Lisa and everyone else, and that you listen to other people, but don't be a hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite, buddy. Because if you want to be taken serious, right, I think you should start being a serious individual. Start looking at everything at being unbiased. I can tell you right now, there's never going to be a interaction between you and me on a sane platform, because I don't trust you. I don't believe you. And the same goes for Bruce. And the same goes for Lisa and Tori and Robbie, and Kendra and everyone else who's involved, because there's a pattern that you all have. And that is for you to figure out. I know. And people know. People may not agree with what I say. You may not agree with what I say. But at the end of the day, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. That's a you problem. But anyway, I just thought I would, do this video today and just say thank you very much for everyone who came the other night watching me play a game, because that's what I do when I play games on. And I would also like to thank everyone for putting my name out there and actually making me get subs, which I didn't expect, because I'm not here for that. I don't want to, end up being accused of jumping on the coattail of all this bullshit. I don't, and I've said it multiple times. But at the end of the day, remember one thing. You make your bed, you lay in it. Lisa and Tori, stop acting like you know everything. You don't. You actually make a complete fool of yourself. And the message to Robbie: stop trying to dig yourself out of something that's publicly available. Anyone can search up your history, and that goes for you as well, Lisa, and that goes for everybody. You know, just remember one thing: the more you play dirty, the more it will stick. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, Ewoks and Wookiees, have a fantastic day, and see you soon. Bye bye.